Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about two books that I read last week, or in the last 2 weeks, actually. The first one I don't have the physical copy of, but it is The Maid, and the other one is Cuckoo Song, a book that I had thrifted in the last year or two, I think. First, I want to begin with The Maid. It is a suspense. I wouldn't really call it a thriller. Yeah, I think it's just a suspense, whodunit kind of read. And this book is about a character named Molly. She is a maid at this really grand hotel. She is a character who does not understand social cues very well, and she takes a lot of pride in her job. She loves when things are neat and perfect and holds a high standard in herself at her workplace. She is a very proper type of character. And one day at work, she discovers a dead body. It is the body of a high-profile guest who also stays there regularly enough to the point where his wife and Molly, the maid, have formed this type of friendship. When they see each other, they talk, they have conversations with each other, they'll confide in each other, and, they're very friendly when they see each other. And because Molly was the one who discovered the body, she became a part of the investigation of who killed this person. Throughout this story, you have other characters, her work peers, who interact with her. And obviously in your mind as a reader, everyone is a suspect. So as you're reading, you're just kind of trying to piece everything together and figure out who committed this crime. That's pretty much it. You're just trying to solve this mystery. And I would probably rate this to be a 3-star. I don't know. I wasn't sure what to expect. I just know that I would see this video pop up in some other booktubers' videos, and they either loved it or they hated it. I'm kind of like in the middle. The writing was really good. It was very clean and neat, much like Molly the Maid. But it was more about how Molly, this character who is possibly on the spectrum, how she handles the situation, how she tries to mind her own business, how she tries to be of help to the investigators, and how some people take advantage of her. While the writing was really good, I think for me a good suspense story is something a little more fast-paced, something more exciting. This one is a little more of a casual suspense. You're kind of just with her for the ride. But what I have preferred was something more. I don't know. The end, however, was not bad at all, and I actually liked the way this book wrapped up. There were 2 things that happened. One thing I didn't really predict, and another thing that was kind of like, it kind of puts the book to rest, your mind at ease. It felt complete, and it was nice. The next book I read was Cuckoo Song. This was an absolute cover buy at a thrift store. I had pretty high hopes for this, just based off of the cover. I liked that it was creepy, and I was really hoping that it would creep me out. But sadly, that was not the case. The story starts off right away with the character Tris being very confused about things, and apparently something had happened. She can't remember what, but she knows something must have happened to her because her parents are caring for her very delicately. Her younger sister Pen hates her, and she doesn't know why. And she has these random bursts of extreme hunger for food and literally anything else. She tries to figure out why her sister hates her and where this hunger is coming from. Eventually, she comes to the conclusion that there are secrets within the family. Her parents have their own secret, and her sister Pen has her own secret. Eventually, it is known that Pen knows what's wrong with her, but she doesn't know how to fix her. In the beginning of this book, I found it to be quite suspenseful and not scary, but eerie, which I really liked. I liked what was going on with Tris in the middle of the night. I liked what would happen to her, what she had discovered what happened to her when she would wake up the next morning. Everything was kind of eerie and weird, and I liked it in the beginning, but towards the middle of the book is where it kind of started falling off for me. I ended up gaining this feeling of wanting to just get to the end already. Like, I didn't care what happened in the middle. I didn't care what was going on. I don't care about the events. I just want to know why she is the way she is. And when I got to the end, was it what I was expecting? Not really. It would be fine for... This is definitely a younger read, which I should have known, but I do tend to buy books willy-nilly, and I gotta stop doing that. I feel like I would rate this book a 2.5 because, for one, I did finish it. For two, it did keep me wanting to know what's wrong with Tris, but in the end, it didn't satisfy me, and it's not a book that I would see myself recommending to anybody. There are better books out there, better suspenseful books, even for young readers. Yeah, 2.5 is fitting because of the beginning of the book. I liked how it started, and I think that's about it. Anyway, that's all for now. This was pretty quick. My first book, it wasn't an amazing wow type of read, so I didn't really have much to say about it, and this one was just a disappointment. Anyway, it's okay because I'm actually off to go to the bookstore now. I'm going to pick up Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died, as I'm sure everyone is reading it right now, and I really wanted to get it the moment it released, and I didn't because I was trying to be good and not buy any books until next year, or the books that I do buy, I'm going to save them for next year because I'm trying to read all the books that I've had for a while now, and I think that's just not how this works. So I'm off to buy Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.